Welcome to Casino Guides, your one-stop shop for casino gaming. Whether you're on the casino floor or playing from home, we've got you covered. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more. If you've shopped around for popular betting strategies, you may have come across something called the Labouchere system. Despite its fancy name, this is actually a pretty simple betting system that nets you a profit the majority of the time by wagering your money gradually and on half-chance games. The Labouchere system was developed primarily for roulette betting, where every bet you make is at even odds, for example, red or black. However, as long as you're betting close to 50-50, you can apply it to any game, including baccarat, craps, and arguably blackjack. So no matter your preferences, this could be the strategy for you. What is the Labouchere betting system? The Labouchere betting strategy is what's called a negative progression system. This means that as you lose, the size of your bets increases. The Labouchere system is sometimes also called the split martingale, cancellation, or American progression. It was originally developed to work with roulette by British politician and journalist Henry Labouchere. When played on even bets, this system is designed to eventually get you to a specified profit goal, provided you have a large enough budget. It may sound too good to be true, but in a game where the odds are genuinely 50-50 and you have an infinite bankroll, this strategy will get you to your profit goal every time. However, in practice, you have to account for a realistic budget and the house edge, which lowers that success rate. But while this strategy won't guarantee you a profit, it is an effective way to manage your wagers, direct your play, and help you take home money more often than you may otherwise. How does it work? Let's break down how the Labouchere betting system works step by step and run an example as we go. First, you choose a desired profit total. You want to ensure this number is reasonable compared to your overall budget, which should be at least 3 times larger for worst-case scenarios. We'll set our example at $100. Next, you take that profit number and split it up into a series of smaller numbers, around 10 or so. Then write those out in a random sequence. To keep our example simple, we'll split it into 10 even values. Now it's time to start betting. To determine the amount you're betting, take the first and last number in your sequence and add them together. In our case, that would make $20. If you win your bet, you cross off the 2 numbers you used and start again with your new set of numbers. But if you lose the bet, instead of removing any numbers from the sequence, add the value of your previous wager to the end of your sequence. So in our case, we'd end up with this. From here, just repeat that step until you go bust or you meet your profit. There are only 2 exceptions. First, if you have 1 number left in the sequence, just bet that on its own without adding anything. Second, if your next bet is more than the money you have to spend, just spend whatever you have left. If you win that wager, add the amount you had to subtract from the last bet back onto the next. If you lose, that's when it's time to cut your losses. On average, it should take around 21 wagers to reach your goal, although this obviously isn't a given. And you should be prepared to make much larger bets towards the end of your wagers than at the beginning. You can run this strategy a few times yourself using a coin flip if you want some practice before taking this to the table. The Labouchere betting system isn't going to guarantee you a profit, but if you're playing the correct type of game, it can consistently help you achieve tangible results. You will require a hefty budget up front, but as long as your bankroll is big enough, you should be able to wrangle yourself a profit. Results will also depend on the game you're playing. Even American versus European roulette can have a big difference in success rates. As a heads up, European roulette will see more success thanks to the smaller house edge. And that's all we have for you today. If you found it helpful, don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Casino Guides for more help on your favorite casino games.